Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Okay. So today, since it's the last day of our review, we are going to review everything that we have been doing, okay? So the first thing will be possessive. Possessive apostrophe, everyone.
Possessive apostrophe.
Alright. By now, what do we mean? This one tells us who owns what. Alright? For example, if this class, if this paper belongs to Johnny, what do you say? You say it is Johnny's paper. Okay? It's Johnny's paper. Alright? It means this paper belongs to Johnny. Okay? But if the paper belongs to two teachers, what do you say? It's the teachers. How many teachers? So what do we add? S. So we don't need to add another S before we write the apostrophe, but we just do the apostrophe. Okay? Because teachers have S already, we don't need to add another one. Understand? So if it's one person who owns something, we say apostrophe S. But if more than one, S apostrophe. Do you understand? Okay. We are going to do examples. We are going to make other sentences. Okay, another thing that we have to look at is useful. Useful. Let's go with make up first. Make up. Okay. Can you tell me some raw materials? Raw materials. We have plastic. Yes, what else? What do we have again? Wood. We also have wood. Yes, what else? Again. Cotton. Teacher said cotton, not cotton. Okay. Cotton. We also have gold, right? And then we have, what is your shoe made of? What is this shoe made of? Leather. Also have leather. We have cow leather. And many other materials. Okay? So when we say made of, it means they use these materials to make the various things we are talking about. Okay? For example, this paper is made of what? Paper. Yes, this paper is made from. What is the raw material used for papers? Wool. Okay? It's made of wool. This table is made of. The teacher's pencil case is made of plastic. Okay? The teacher's shoe is made of leather. Cow leather. Okay? Shoes are made from leather and also made of plastic as well. Okay, we have rubber shoes. It's made of plastic. Okay, and then let's talk about useful. When we say useful, for example, This paper is made of wood, but it's used for writing. This chair is made of wood, but it's used for sitting. This cloth is made of cotton, but it's used for what? Covering our bodies. Okay? For wearing or covering our bodies. So, used for, made of. Everyone say made of.
Made of.
Made of.
Made of.
Used for.
Used for.
Okay, very good. So let's go to the next thing. Next topic. Alright. So let's talk about important places in our town. Places in town. What are the important places in the town? First of all, like we heard last time in one of our lessons, we said people take into consideration the population in order to build a town, okay? And if the population has teenagers, kids, toddlers, elderly people, okay, and adults, they have to consider the things that these people need in order to plan a town. What are the important places in a town? Just give me the names of few places in the town. Important places in a town. Places in the town. Town. Thailand is a country. I'm talking about a town or a city. Yeah. Supermarket. Very good. Yes. What? Parks. Yeah. This one that you're in, this one, school. School is an important place. Yeah. What else? Zoo. Yes. Police station. When you're sick, where do you go to? When you're sick, where do you go to? Hospital, right? If you want to relax with your family, you don't want to eat at home, where do you go to? Restaurant. If you want to do exercise, most people go to do exercise where? They go to the park, right? What else? Important places in town. So many. We have shopping malls, right? Pharmacies. Sorry? Houses, right? Buildings. Buildings. You cannot have a city without having the structure where people will stay, right? So buildings, apartment, buildings. What else? You said something. What else? School already. School already. What else? Police station already. What's that? I don't speak Spanish. I speak only English. So don't speak Spanish because teacher will not understand. Alright. We also have a place, yes please. Toilet.
Yes, in the town.
In the town we have toilets in the gas stations, right? When you go to the gas stations you have toilet, and then schools have toilet. Every building has toilet, they have toilets, right? So you don't need to separate toilets. You wanted to say something? Gas station? Okay. So these are important places in town. And then we have homes for the elderly people, okay? Old people's home, or you say nursing homes, all right? Where very old people go to stay, okay? We also have those ones in the town, okay? We also have massage shops, right? Little businesses also. And we have the market, the food market, the fruits market, okay? We also have these things. These things are important in order to plan the town. And then we said, before someone will plan, before a town is being planned, they have to consider the what? Geography. We talked about geography, right? We said geography is simply man and his environment, okay? About the topography, about the vegetation, about everything, okay? So the next one, understand?
Listening.
Any question?
No.
No question, okay. Let's go to something else. Reading comprehension. Reading comprehension. Okay. Reading comprehension. In reading comprehension, you have to read a story, right? And then you tell me what you understand. And then you answer questions, okay? You read and answer some questions. Let's talk about the story we heard. We read about one story. That story is about what? About gold discovery, right? We heard about James Marshall and Mr. Suter. Hello? What's funny? Okay, we read about James Suter and Mr. Suter, right? They discovered gold, and what did they do? They said they should not tell anybody. And this gold was discovered where? In California, in the USA. So they wanted to keep it a secret. But unfortunately for them, many people heard about the story. When they heard about the story, what did they do? They were rushing to go to California in order to exploit this gold. They wanted to make themselves rich and also to have some adventure. So when they went there, not everybody made it. Not everybody had gold, right? Some of them left back to where they were coming from with nothing. So we went on to read that gold is not, California is not the first place to have experienced the discovery of gold. In other parts of the countries, in other parts of the world, like in South Africa and Egypt, they have also experienced the gold rush. Can you remember the story?
Yes.
Okay, so if I ask some questions, are you going to answer me?
Yes.
Okay, let's try. According to the story that we have read, this could be the beginning of something great. True or false?
True.
True. The answer is true. It could be the beginning of something great. The next question. Not all metals are found on the ground. True or false?
False.
Not all metals are found on the ground. True or false?
True.
The answer is true. Next, gold is sometimes found on the ground. Gold is sometimes found on the ground. True or false?
False.
Hello? Sometimes we can find gold on the ground. True or false? The answer is true. Okay? The answer is true. It is said in the text, this gold was found in water, not under the ground, right? But sometimes you can really see gold under the ground. Gold is expensive because most of it is found on the ground. Is that so? True or false?
False.
False. The answer is false. A lot of gold comes from South Africa. True or false?
True.
True. Very true. There is a lot of gold in the world. True or false?
True. Right. False.
The answer is false. Gold is scarce. It's not like water that you can see everywhere, right? That is why it is durable and that is why it is expensive. Okay. So let me see if you can answer more questions. Do I have more? Okay, that's it. All right. Let me ask more questions. Why did John Suter want to tell? Why did John Suter not want to tell anybody about the discovery of the gold? Why? Because John Suter told James Marshall to keep it a secret. Why did he do that? Why did he do that? Because he was. Because he is what? Because he was what? Because he was greedy. Greedy people don't want to share, right? He did not want Suter to tell about the discovery of the gold because he was greedy. And what kind of men did the gold rush attract? What kind of men did the gold rush attract? What kind of men were running to California to go and get gold? What kind of men? I just said it. What kind of men? No, what kind of men? When they discovered that there is gold in California, what kind of people were rushing to California? What kind of men rushed to California? People who wanted what? Men who wanted what? Men who wanted to? Men who wanted to? Hello? Do you remember the story? What did you say? The story about the gold rush? You should remember and you should read the story very well. Men who wanted to be rich, I just said it. And men who were looking for adventure. These are the ones that were rushing to go and get gold. Because if you have gold, you are rich. Gold is expensive. Okay, did all the men get rich? Did all the men get rich? Yes or no?
No.
No. Because in the text we were told that some of them went back empty-handed and went with nothing. So what was gold used for? What was gold used for? Gold was used for two things that is mentioned in the text. Used for what?
Making jewelry.
Used for making jewelries and making what?
Money.
Making money. What kind of money? Coins. Okay. So gold was used for making jewelries and coins. Okay. Let's go to the next one. The next is, let's talk about writing essay. Essay writing. Okay. So in your exam, you are asked to write an essay of not less than 50 words. Write an essay for not less than 50 words. So you write an essay of not less than 50 words. 50 words is your target. 50 words. What is the first thing? Our topic is about a robbery that you witnessed. For example, if you are asked to write, imagine, let's say imagine that you witness a robbery. Write an essay of not less than 50 words to tell the story. Okay? What is the first thing that you will do?
What is the robbery?
Robbery. Thief. Thief. Okay? To steal. Robbery. If I come into the class, give me your money, give me your money, give me your money, give me your money, and I collect and I run away, right? You say teacher is a robber. Okay? It is an act of robbery. Alright? Everyone say robbery.
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 Okay, it is an act of robbery. Theft. Okay? Theft, to steal, to take people's things that do not belong to you. Okay? If you do that, it means the person who does an action like that is called a robber. Okay? Robbers do the act of robbery. So that's it. Now, why do I ask you to imagine? You're asked to imagine because no one wants to hear the excuse of I've never seen it. Okay? So if you've never seen it, imagine. Just create the story in your mind and write about it. Because if you don't write this, 0. Okay? So you must write something. So, if you're asked to write about a robbery, what is the first thing that you have to do? What are you supposed to do? The first thing. If you're asked to write an essay like that, a story, what do you do first? I told you that before. What do you do? If you're asked to write a story, what do you do? What is the first thing that you do? Hello? The first thing that you do is you write your topic. You write the topic of the story that you want to write. So what will be your topic? What will be your topic? Robbery. You can just write robbery. One word, right? Robbery. And if you write this, one word is 1 point already. Okay? And then you can write about your story. You start by, we said that your story is supposed to have 3 parts. We have the introduction, we have the body, and conclusion. Introduction, body, and conclusion. In your introduction, what are you expected to say? You tell the examiner, you tell the teacher what you want to write about. Okay? For example, I will like to write about a robbery I witnessed. Okay? I would like to write a story about a robbery that I witnessed. So that is your introduction. Witness is to see. Okay?
I never seen it already.
That's why I say imagine. Imagine, think about it. You have seen it in movies, we have read it in class. We did a passage, a story about the robbery, right? That was unit 5. The cowboy story. The Dalton brothers, right? The Wild West. Under the Wild West, we saw a story, the bank robbery. Have you forgotten? The bank robbery. So imagine, you can borrow idea from the bank robbery. Read the story. What happened? In the body, you can say what happened. Who is the character? In the bank robbery that we read in class, the characters are, who are the characters? The Dalton brothers, right? The Dalton brothers, we have the sheriff, and then we have Alex, Phoebe, and Patrick. But here we are not writing, in the exam we are not writing about the bank robbery. You can only borrow idea from there and then you write. So you write about, in the body you write about the character. And then you can say what they did. What did they do? What did the robber do? What did the thief do? Did he break into a house? Did he break into an office? Or where? Or into a restaurant? To steal what? What happened? Did the police get him? Okay? Who helped the police or the sheriff to get him? Who helped them? That you write in the body. But in the conclusion, what would you write? You say if the robber went to jail, was the robber taken to jail? Or did they escape? Did the robbers escape? Were they taken to jail? Okay? That will be your conclusion. So you have some guidelines. You follow those guidelines to build up your story. You must write something. And remember, you write in the past tense. You use the past tense to write your story because you imagine this is something that happened in the past. Understand? Understand? Understand?
Understand.
Okay. Any question?
No.
It means you understand everything, right? Are you ready to write the exams now? Okay, very good. So go home and practice to write a story, okay? Practice to write a story about bank robbery, about restaurant robbery, about robbery. Just follow the steps and try to develop your own story. Okay, so okay, this is review about documentary. Okay, so the first question: its front legs were longer than the back. A, B, C, or D? B. The answer is no. The answer is B. The answer is B. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Pachodontosaurus means A, B, C, D. B. The answer is shark-toothed lizard. B. And the next one, the name Diplodocus means A. What is A? Double beak. And it was named earthquake guard lizard. A, B, C, or D? The answer is C, Sauroposeidon, right? Right? The answer is C. Let's see if there is another one. The name dash means arm reptiles. Arm reptile. What is that? The answer is
A.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I think maybe the answer is B.
No.
Okay, the answer is A. Very good. Okay, finish. Finish.